Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! What's that?
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Cooper will go in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Alert! 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 Hey, home! What's that?
Now Allen. Buying time to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Alert! What's that?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Here's Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
All right, come on.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Again, it's Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cooper will come in motion right. Allen going to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
44, ready.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Solo left side.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Eluding the pressure right. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Mario's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
In motion, Hill.
21G, 21G. Out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, after incompletions like first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Stop. Alert! What's that?
Allen. Flush to his right. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. That is caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here to the 43, second down.
Middle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To the air, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Back to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, offensively, lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 5. Up the middle, H.N.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second and 10, Tua completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Tua. He'll dump this off to H.N.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, H.N.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Allen.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's caught by Shakir. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill, and it's very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Throwing, Allen.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Now Allen, Cook, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Allen.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Throwing Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call.
Off 52.
Throwing is Allen. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Solo left Zion.
Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
All right.
Tagovailoa.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says Judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go. 44. Ready.
Now Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Tua going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? I mean, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
What can Allen do now with his drive?
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Allen steps away.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.